students, let's study class 6 GK Magic, pages 10 to 15. So this time you are going to have GK syllabus, pages 4 to 15. The other day I had taken the class pages 4 to 9, and today I will be dealing pages 10 to 15. Let's learn literary gems. Literary gems. Many institutions award prizes to poets and authors in appreciation of their talents. In the school even you get some certificates when you do something great thing. Some trophies will be awarded to you. So many Indian writers and those of Indian origin have been recipients of such awards. Recipients means a person who receives something, recipient. So here we have the names of many literary stars. There include Jhumpa Lahiri, Arvind Adiga, Arundhati Roy, Kiran Desai, Rabindranath Tagore, V.S. Naipaul, Salman Rushdie and Ruskin Bond. So these are the recipients, and we are going to do the fill-ups. You can just, I'll read it for you and you can mark it in your book. That was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913 for Gitanjali. Of course, for Gitanjali, Rabindranath Tagore was awarded. Dash was the first Indian to win the Man Booker Prize for The God of Small Things. It's a book written. Who has written this book, The God of Small Things? That is Arundhati Roy. She has been written this book, The God of Small Things. And third is, in 2001, was awarded a prize for literature. That is, that person is V.S. Naipaul. V.S. Naipaul. And fourth is, Dash was awarded the Man Booker Prize in 2006 for inheritance of laws. Booker Prize means for writing book, okay. Therefore, inheritance of laws. Number 4, that is Kiran Desai. And fifth is Room on the Roof. Room on the Roof. Room on the Roof is written by Ruskin Bond. Then The White Tiger. It's also a book. It's written by White Tiger. That is written by Arvind Adiga. Then the next is Midnight's Children. Midnight Children. That book was written by Salman Rushdie. Then the last book, that is in the Namaske, the Lowland, written the Namsake and Lowland, that was written by Jhumpa Lahiri. So this is all about the literary gems we have. Then we are moving to page number 11. Page number 11 is Fun with Words. Fun with words. We have to, the words are given jumbled form. You have to arrange it, and the first word you have friend. One who is your trusted companion is friend. Then one who searches for something is finder. One who instructs his students, teacher. One who acts dishonestly, cheater. One who buys and sells good, dealer. One who leads a group, leader. To make small things bigger, a large. A military official, general. No longer fresh and pleasant to eat, stale. The smallest or minimum possible, least. And here we have got palindromes. What do you understand by palindromes? Palindromes means words we can read from backward and forward. We can read both the ways. Example, redder. R-E-D-D-E-R, redder. Starting with C, R-E, ending also R-E. Okay, redder. Then Malayalam, eve, refer, kayak, civic, then tenant. So these are the palindromes used here. You need to study this. Then we are going to page number 12. That is the express train. The idioms are here, used here. Idioms given here. And the first set of proverbs are given here. Beat about the bush. The first answer is beat about the bush. And second is blood is thicker than water. And third is a bird in hand is worth two in the bush. Then the last one is leave no stone unturned. Please read the descriptions given here and go through the answers. Then the next set is complete the sentences using idioms and proverbs given in the box. The proverbs and idioms are given here. Cat out of the bag, flash in the pan, silence is golden, a stitch in time saves 9, pay through the nose. Pay through the nose. So Sumit's performance in the first class test was a stitch in time saves 9 because he did not score as well in the next test. Do fix the leaving tap now. Later you may have to replace the whole plumbing. Remember a stitch in time saves 9. I am sorry. The first answer is flash in the pen. Sumit, flash in the pen. Second is a stitch in time saves 9. Third is pay through the nose. Fourth is cat out of the bag. And fifth is silence is golden. So read this and answer the questions properly. Now we have standing tall buildings. So the tall buildings, we have got the puzzle here. You can see the page here, puzzle. Across and downward we have got here. So located in Konark, this temple is designed like a chariot, that is Sun Temple. That is third answer. We have to go across. Sun Temple. Second answer, Sun Temple. This is how you need to answer is Sun Temple. The next is located in Sanchi. This stupa was built by the Mauryan Emperor Ashoka. Great stupa. The fifth one I have written here. Great stupa. Located in Ahmedabad, in Sidi Bashir Mosque is also called Julta Minar. Number 6. Number 6 you can see here. Julta Minar. Julta Minar. Okay. Number 7 located in Kolkata. This white marble monument was built in the memory of Queen of the British Empire, Victoria Memorial. Number 7 you have here. Victoria Memorial. Alright. And the last number across. Located in Hyderabad. This mosque was built to mark the end of a plague in the city, Char Minar. Char Minar. Now we are going to downward. First one located in Agartala. This place was the home of the rulers of Tripura until Ujjain Palace. Number 1 is Ujjain Palace. You can see here the end, Ujjain Palace. Next, located in Kochi, this was the first European church built in India, that is Saint Francis Church. See, Saint Francis. It's written Saint Francis Church. Next, located in Mumbai, this monument was built to commemorate the visit of British King and his Queen, Great Way of India. You can see here, Great Way of India. Alright. And here we have located in Delhi. This fort was built by Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. That is Tughlaqabad 8 we have here 8th number Tughlaqabad. You can write, see here I have written here Tughlaqabad, that is 4th number. See, Tughlaqabad. And the last one, located near Gamdak. This was the largest Tibetan Buddhist monastery in Sikkim, that is Ramtek. Last number is number 8, that is Ramtek. You can Ramtek, the last number you can see it. So this you have to do it in the book and learn, and we are going towards 14th page. The vibrant north. Why it is said vibrant north? Vibrant north, it is said we have different languages and dialects here. Circle the languages and dialects commonly spoken in North India. The languages and the dialects commonly used in North India, you have to circle it. Alright, you find out the answer. The answer is given back of the book, so you can easily do it. And read the clues and circle the North Indian food worth search. Punjabi dish of course is Chola Bhature. Chole Bhature, made famous by the Nawab of Awadh, that is Kakori Kebab. The red brown kidney beans cooked in thick gravy, Rajma. A sweet or salty drink made from yogurt, Lassi. A Kashmiri dish in which baby potatoes are cooked in a spicy yogurt gravy, that is Dumalu. Then the last one, this thick flat bread which had origin in Iran and now popular throughout North India, Naan. So these are the food items which is famous in North India. You just to do it in your book. And the last page I would like to teach you, that is this garments. Identify the garments, fill in the missing numbers. The first dress here you can see, that is Patiala suit. Girls are familiar with it. Patiala suit. And the second is Gadi. We are not very much familiar with. Third is Piran, used in Kashmir. And fourth is Sherwani. Three we know about it. And next is match the names of these festivals with their descriptions. We have to match it. Kulu Dasara. Kulu Dasara means the Ratha Yatra of Lord Raghunath held in Himachal Pradesh. Then Dosmoch, that is the festival of the scapegoat celebrated in Ladakh. Mahakumbh Mela, held every 12 years in Allahabad. Lori means celebrates the harvest season and the end of winter. Lodi we say, Lodi. Then Hola Mohalla means marital or martial skills are demonstrated through mock battles, fighting like. Then we have read the clues and write the names of the dances, the famous folk dances. Punjabi folk dance. Which is the Punjabi folk dance? That is Bhangra. Punjabi folk dance is Bhangra. Then this folk dance is performed by men and women of Himachal Pradesh. The folk dance of Himachal Pradesh, that is Namjan. Then the Kashmiri folk dance, that is Dumal. Then the classical dance of Uttar Pradesh, Kathak. The last one is the Garhwali folk dance, that is Pandava Nritya. So in the 15th page we have the descriptions about the dresses and the folk dances of different parts of North India. And here I have completed the syllabus and PDF I will be giving you up to page number 9. I have given the PDF and the rest of all I will be giving you. Thank you dear students. Thank you. Bye-bye.